Have you ever heard of a place where everyone just vanished? Not in a movie, but in real life. Today, we re-venturing into one of history's most chilling and unsolved mysteries. The silent disappearance of the entire village of Anjakuni. Deep in the remote frozen wilderness of northern Canada, near the shores of Lake Anjakuni, there once was a thriving Inuit village. This wasn't just a handful of people. It was a community of hunters and their families, known for their resilience in a harsh landscape. They had been there for generations, a fixture in the unforgiving north. But one frigid night in November 1930, they were gone. The story begins with a fur trapper named Joe LaBelle. LaBelle knew the village well. He'd traded with the Inuit people there many times. As he approached the settlement on that cold November day, he felt an eerie quiet. Usually, he'd be greeted by the sounds of village life. Dogs barking, children laughing, the hum of daily chores. But this time, there was only the sound of the wind. A strange, heavy silence hung in the air. He called out, but no one answered. As he walked into the village, his unease turned to dread. Tents and huts stood empty, their flaps flapping in the wind. A fire pit still had embers glowing, with a pot of blackened stew hanging over it, frozen solid. It was as if everyone had left in the middle of a meal. Inside the dwellings, he found kayaks left behind, rifles leaning against the walls, and even warm winter clothing folded neatly. Why would anyone leave their essential survival gear behind, in the middle of a Canadian winter? Things got even stranger. LaBelle found the village's sled dogs, all 7 of them, starved to death and tied to trees. The Inuit people cherished their dogs. They were vital for transportation and survival. They would never abandon them to such a cruel fate. To make matters even more bizarre, the village's food stores were untouched. In a land where food is scarce, leaving behind full pantries made no sense at all. It was as if they were snatched away in an instant, without any warning or preparation. Even more unsettling was what LaBelle discovered next. The village graveyard had been disturbed. Graves were unearthed, the stones marking them carefully stacked to the side, and the bodies within were gone. This was a profound violation of Inuit customs, an act so taboo it was almost unthinkable. Who would do such a thing, and why? A terrified Joe LaBelle raced to the nearest telegraph office and sent a message to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. The Mounties launched a full-scale investigation, scouring the vast empty landscape. They interviewed other trappers and locals in the region. Some reported seeing a strange pulsating blue light in the sky over Anjakuni around the time the villagers disappeared. Was it a natural phenomenon, like the Northern Lights or something else entirely? The search turned up no bodies, no tracks, and no clues. It was as if over 30 men, women, and children had simply been erased from existence. Theories swirled. Were they abducted by aliens? Did they fall victim to some unknown natural disaster? Or perhaps they stumbled upon something they weren't meant to see. The official police reports offered no concrete explanation, and the case was eventually closed, leaving a haunting question mark in the annals of Canadian history. To this day, the fate of the Anjakuni villagers remains a complete mystery. The story serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes there are no easy answers. The empty village, the frozen stew, the dead dogs, and the empty graves all paint a picture of an event that defies logic. What do you think happened to them? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this mystery as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more dives into the unknown. Stay curious and see you next time.